caliber quarterback out there tonight. He took full command of the game. That was an incredible sight to see. This offensive line came out to play against a very good Pittsburgh Steelers front. I can't say enough good things about the Packers right now. I mean, the way that they performed in Pittsburgh on Sunday Night Football, knowing all the hype around Aaron Rodgers, this team didn't have the best first half, but to finish the way they did in the second half, I think Packers fans should be very, very, very excited about the future. And the game I got circled is in 2 weeks on Monday Night Football. I cannot freaking wait. This team is going to go all the way, and we will be talking about this Packers team for many more years to come.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Homer.
Yes.
Mo's on board. Where's your head at?
What on board for what? That they could win the Super Bowl?
I'm not saying they're going to be Super Bowl champs, but this is what now the defense dominated the first 2 weeks. Defense was great against Cleveland. They stunk against Dallas. Inconsistent tonight. This second half and what this offense does, and if Watson can stay healthy and the O-line can stay healthy, Jordan Love Mo just said it, and I think Collinsworth said it, and Tirico said it. Total command.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's a powerful thing, man. And when you have Micah and Rashawn on the other side closing up shop, not letting Rodgers do anything.
They got major cornerback problems.
They have some issues. But you know what? I won't disagree with you on that, but not tonight.
Well, no, they are right
Keyshawn
now.
Did, yeah.
Right now, they are a force. They are among the elite in the NFC. You have, I think, Detroit, Philly, Green Bay. Who do you want to start?
Rams.
Rams, yes, those four. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you this.
It will be a disappointment. Here, you want to ask for Clement. It will be a disappointment if they are not in the NFC Championship game, and it has now become a large disappointment given the standard that they've shown again for all the reasons that you stated. And it's reasonable to feel confident they could be in the Super Bowl. If I was buying tickets, because Southwest, you get to, if you don't use them, you get all your money. I'm getting 2 Southwest tickets to the Super Bowl tonight. Because if they don't make it, I can still use them at any point.
That's cowardly.
No,
what if you go on Delta? No, Homer. That's cowardly.
Why would
what
I
about
do
Delta?
that? No, I
Homer,
don't have
Homer,
to. But I'm getting them now.
Homer?
Yes.
Homer. Delta non-refundable. Are you buying tickets?
No, I don't have to.
That's not the question.
That is the question. It's
Did
stupid
anybody
to
can
when
get,
I
if
don't
you-
have to.
Homer.
Right, yes?
Non-refundable. Are you buying the tickets tonight?
No,
but
I can
hold
get
up a second.
refundable.
Homer.
Yes.
Homer, here's the deal.
All right.
You
good
can
try.
get those tickets for $250 right now per ticket. And you know if they go to the Super Bowl, it's going to be $1,000. You're getting 4-1. Are you buying those tickets tonight?
Yeah, but that's just making that up.
Who is?
I don't have.
No,
that's not the only choice I have. The choice I have is whatever I'm paying at Southwest. I got the seats, and if something, if they don't make the Super Bowl,
get over Southwest. All right, hey, get over Southwest.
Get
We're
over
moving
being
along.
smart. All right, sugar free. You're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly. Oh, by the way, this was identical to the first 2 games for another reason. You know what that is? The final score was 35-19.
No, but every game we've won, it's been 27 points, so it's nothing close to identical to anything.
It was not as close as the final score. The Packers outscored the Steelers 28-3 up until that last score. 28-3 in Pittsburgh.
It was an utter domination of supposedly a really good AFC team. I don't think Pittsburgh's defense is all that. And Green Bay's offense needed to do what they did against a really, I think, average defense. I think they're living They're living in the past, man. This isn't the steel curtain. That group is going to get torched a bunch this year. I mean, the Jets scored 35 points on them.
But please mention in the second half a Green Bay defense that forced punt, field goal, punt,
turnover,
punt, fumble.
The defense was Micah and Rashawn awesome again. Yep, go ahead, Shug.
Yeah, pretty sweet. How about Homer coming on board with the 13 wins? Do you like that now, Homer? 13 wins.
Homer.
That means only 2 losses the rest of the way.
No, I don't like it. No.
What do you think it's going to be?
If you think they're going to the NFC Championship game, you better be on board at 13.
No, this is what the key is.
Oh, yeah.
The key is everybody knows how good they are. They can be ups and downs. It doesn't matter. They have proven
ups and downs. There's not going to be ups and downs.
Okay, fine.
Did you see finally the offense showed what they have, and they need to keep that going, and then the defense will come on board.
So you believe
they
will only lose 2 games the rest of the way? They have one. You believe they'll be 13, 3-1.
Guaranteed.
Right, guaranteed.
Unless they have it all sewn up, it might be that last game against Baltimore, but it should be 13. But I tell you, they looked really good, and I'll tell you, I don't have anything to say about LaFleur. I'll tell you one thing is LaFleur said a couple games ago after Golden went off, we're going to have to spread the ball. We spread the ball. That's what we do.
No, they don't. Yes. That's got to end now. That has got to end now. You do not spread the ball. You get the ball to Tucker Kraft whenever you need to get the ball to Tucker Kraft. Other than that, you spread it around. Tell Shugs. Let him get it.
Tucker Kraft needs 8 to 10 targets a game. Period. Thin.
Sure.
You want to spread it after that.
Sure.
Starts there. And then, spread it around. You want to go to Golden for a couple. You want Watson for a couple shots. Get Dobbs a mixer. Tucker Kraft needs to be targeted at a minimum 7 or 8 times a game.
He's the man.
He is the man.
I agree.
You didn't a few minutes ago.
We're all on the same page, baby.
All right.
No spread.
Have a good night, guys.
Thanks.
You too, Shug.
Levi. Oh, wait, but we got to take a break. It is the Packers, again, at one stretch in the second half, outscored Pittsburgh 28-3. Dominance on both sides of the ball. Next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ. Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into nonstop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
When you're injured, you want quick, specialized care, not a long ER wait. The orthopedic care specialists at Ortho ASAP treat fractures, sprains, strains, sports injuries, and more right away. With on-site x-rays and expert care, Ortho ASAP gets you back on track faster. Open 7 days a week with locations in Brookfield and Pewaukee, it's more affordable than the ER. Walk in, get treated, and get back to life. Ortho ASAP. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Ready for the snap, and a timeout taken. The team looks a little bit lost. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, the winning play is simple. A whole house of new windows as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no interest. A championship move from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
No doubt, Wayne. And unlike the opponent's defense, Pella Windows actually stopped the drafts.
The draft picks we gave up for number one had to be the steal of the century.
True, but I'm talking about replacing old drafty windows.
Roger that.
With energy-efficient windows that keep the cold out, you'll stay as toasty as a fan at a warm weather preseason game.
Pay as low as $297 a month for a whole house of new Pella windows.
Plus, with 0% interest for up to 60 months, don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today.
Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 10/31/2025.
Hi, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, inviting you to join me July 5th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. Take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Imagine standing before Big Ben in London, then later gazing out from Edinburgh Castle. So rich in history, it feels like you're stepping back in time. Along the way, we'll explore the storybook villages of Chester and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, places where every street seems to whisper a piece of history. And how about a scenic train ride through the rolling green hills that lead us right into the medieval city of York? It's all part of this incredible journey. From iconic landmarks to cozy villages, from bustling city streets to peaceful countryside views, you'll experience the very best of Britain's history, culture, and beauty, and create memories that last a lifetime. Text TRAVEL to 800-990-3776 for full details. To learn more about this amazing adventure, come to the meet and greet on Tuesday, November 4th at 6 p.m. at Buck and Honey's Monona. If you can't make it, visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com to learn how you can join virtually.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text Line, 800-990-3776.
They are lined up to talk with Packer Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher because while trailing 16-7 at half, the Packers then 28-3 the run before, just like early in the year, they just let Pittsburgh fiddle and diddle to get a score and just make the final closer. 28-3, the dominance for most of the second half. All right, let's see who's waited the longest. Now we'll get Levi. Levi in Stevens Point, you're on with Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Thank you very much, Homer, and congratulations to you, by the way, Homer, for 20 years with GKB. I heard. I just want to bring that up to you.
Thank you.
And what's up, my man, Taus? How you doing, man?
Levi, what's good, brother?
I'm feeling fantastic about that win tonight over Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. But I just want to say one thing, and I hope Jesse Nelson. This is a sound graph for Wilden Taus if he remembers, but I must say, Tucker Kraft is the best damn tight end in the National Football League. You can take that to the bank. He's the best tight end in the league. That's what I got to say to you guys.
Let's
See you
go.
next time. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, Homer, I don't know if I could disagree with Levi.
No,
who's better?
He is deserving to be among the elite and best tight ends in the NFL.
No, who's better?
I don't know. I have to look to see what the big names have done recently. Nobody's done better than he has recently.
Hey, he's better than Kelsey. He's better than Kittle. I'd say the dude from Arizona, McBride, good player. He's better than him. Bowers from Raiders has been hurt. Better than him. He's the best tight end in the league. Levi's right.
Right now he is the best tight end. Yep.
He blocks, Homer. He blocks. He competes. He's a yards after catch guy. He's the total package. He's the best tight end in football, and that's not being a prisoner of the moment. Somebody tell me somebody better. I'll listen, but I don't think I'm going to disagree with Levi on that
right now.
Yeah.
The key is, will he be first team All-Pro at the end of the year?
He keeps getting 8 or 9 targets a game. It's not even going to be close. And if you're Matt LaFleur, you're crazy if you're not targeting.
Is Matt LaFleur going to continue publicly with, we spread it around?
He can say that, but he should say that because then the coordinators think about it. But if Tucker Kraft isn't getting 6 or 7 targets a game, that's malpractice by the coaching staff.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Just, where do you go first? Where do you go first in the Packer offense now? There it is.
8-5.
There it is. All right, Jeff in Milwaukee, you're on with Packer Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher. Let her fly.
Hey, guys. Hey, Tausch, I think LaFleur, do you think there's by any chance that he was listening to the radio program during the week? Because all you kept saying all week was, we got to get the ball to Tucker Kraft. I think you said it on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So maybe he's listening. Maybe it's a little osmosis.
Now, come on. Let's just face. We know he's listening. We know that's what changed it. And now it's not about. You can't go publicly.
I do
privately.
Think,
yes, I think you nailed it,
Homer,
Jeff. I think that's what it was.
Homer and Jeff, you can laugh, but I mean, there's clips get sent. I don't know what happens. I know this. We're all part of the Pickler family, LaFleur, ourselves, and Tucker Kraft. That's just smart business. Getting him the football is winning football. And I'm sorry, Jeff, if I only did Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, shame on me because I should have done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I should have went on the pregame show, and I should have went on the pregame show and told you, Tucker Kraft, Tucker Kraft, Tucker Kraft, Tucker Kraft.
Now, to be fair, since rule 1 is you never go by what someone says, you go by what they do, the change in terms of the use of Tucker Kraft changed last week. I believe it was 2 games ago when he got 2 targets. Last week, he got a ton, and he got a ton tonight.
It's crazy how much better the offense is when that happens. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a couple other thoughts. I completely agree with Homer. We need to get some help at defensive back. No, we need to get some defensive back. That's a liability for us.
Defensive back, you need help in corner.
Well, first off, Valentine needs to be out there. He needs to be out there even more. I don't know. He was out there a bunch tonight.
Yes.
His rep count had dropped. He needs to be out there really consistently.
All right, now we get to the real issue. We can save it for later or deal with it now. Problems with Nixon.
Listen,
tonight it was.
Okay, well.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing.
Who's your number 1 corner?
Valentine.
I agree.
So here's the thing. I just want to – you can see players that play – like Tucker Kraft, he plays with an edge. Valentine plays with an edge. Those are the guys you got to have out there. So just a few other thoughts, then I'll go. It was obvious Jordan played – just a spectacular game, took what the defense gave them. He made an out pass on 3rd down that was just perfect, and it was over the shallow guy and right in, and it kept the drive going. Just a beautiful, beautiful throw. Micah Parsons, the Packers have not had a player like that. On his sack, did you see he went through 3?
Yes, he beat 3 players. He beat 3 players on that sack. Yes, they shortchanged him one. They said he went through 2, but yes, he beat 3 players on that.
He went through 3, and then the final thing I'd like to say is I'm so happy for Christian Watson. He's back. He's playing, and talk about a complete player on our running back on Jacobs' touchdown run. Watson came in and laid a block on somebody that opened up that run.
Yep,
he is. He is a great, and obviously everybody on the team loves him. But it's going to be great to have him back. big victory, and I hope LaFleur keeps listening to the show, Tausch.
Yep. Yeah, he will. He will.
It is.
Yeah, I just, Homer, and I know we're going to do dogs later.
Yeah.
I'm going to I'm just going to give you a heads up.
What?
Tucker Kraft's too easy. That fruit's on the ground. It's been nibbled
I'm
on.
taking it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But I love the point that Jeff brought up, because Christian Watson, it's not just about speed and big plays. He does everything. He does get in there and he blocks. You just love his leadership. He has been, I know he's missed a lot of time, and I know fans are frustrated by that. But when he is healthy and he's out there, and I know it's not as much as we wish it was, because you saw tonight, I don't think Jordan Love puts this game up. I don't think Tucker Kraft puts his game up if Christian Watson isn't out there tonight. That's how big of a difference maker I believe he is.
Wow. All right. We will get to the dog of the game. Do you want to do it next, or do you want to do flush it or flesh it? You decide.
It's up to you. It's up to you. I know it's not up to me, Homer, because I wanted to start the post game 10 minutes earlier, and you didn't, so it's up to you tonight.
There were specific, it was a specific situation. No, you don't
I ain't
understand.
mad
You
at
brought
you.
it up again. You
Homer,
don't understand.
well,
if you understood,
Homer.
you wouldn't bring it up.
No, Homer,
Yes.
I ain't mad at you. I understand. I get that there's technical things and other stuff that comes up. But the point is, when you say it's your decision, no, tonight's Homer's night. Next week might be Old T's night. We shall see.
Well done. Flush it or flesh it. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash Game Show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Homer for Window Nation. It's October, and if you've got old windows, that means you're back to dealing with chilly air seeping into your home. Eliminate annoying drafts once and for all with Window Nation in Milwaukee. This month, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free, plus pay nothing for 2 years. With the holidays coming up, it's a big deal, and they can do it so quickly. Don't miss out on free windows and 0 payments for 2 years with Window Nation, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Visit windownation.com before October 31st to get started.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
BetterHelp therapists have helped more than 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can really change lives. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call or text pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling or texting pound 250.
Make Tsunami Express Car Wash part of your fall game plan. With 7 Milwaukee area locations, including our newest in New Berlin, we've always got your ride covered. Sign up online today and get your very first wash free. That's a $25 value, absolutely free. At Tsunami Express, you'll enjoy premium washes, free vacuums, and detailing tools to keep that car looking sharp and game day ready. Don't wait to get in on the action. Claim your free car wash right now at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Flush it.
We failed multiple times with bad ideas. I didn't know were bad till I realized they didn't work.
Or flesh it.
Yeah, that's one idea. Or we can work as a team.
Brought to you by Gordon Flesh Company. Business technology managed. Taking the worry out of your office equipment and IT needs.
Yes, flush it or flesh it starts with Mark Tauscher and telling us all about his great partner.
Well, it takes a great team, like we saw in the second half tonight for the G&G, to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. The Gordon Flesh Company has been providing cutting-edge technology for companies of all sizes for over, what a great number, 65 years. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Now the question. This Packer team doesn't make at least the NFC Championship game. It will be a disappointing season.
Yeah, let's flesh that out a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we should flesh that out because you can have a really good regular season and you can have a bad playoff, and we've seen that obviously with the Aaron Rodgers-led Packer team against the San Francisco 49ers at Lambeau. Great regular season. Puts. But I think for this team and where they're at, and with the big investment that Brian Gutekunst made, and the fact you have a lot of really young players on rookie deals yet, that at some point this core group is going to splinter apart. There is a 4 or 5 year window here that this team needs to win a championship because they have Jordan and they have Micah Parsons, and those are your two bell cows. They'll have Tucker Kraft. I think they can't do anything with him until after the season. They have Watson coming back. They signed Zach Tom. So there's just so much good stuff. So the more I flesh this thing out, Homer, if they don't win the North and get beat in a divisional round to Detroit or Philly, am I going to say if they're 13 or if they're 12-4-1, am I going to tell you this season was disastrous or not successful? No, I'm not. If the season goes like it did last year and they play crappy at the end of the year and get beat in the first round, yes, I will say it. So to me, they need to at least be in the divisional round this year. And if they do that with, hold up, Homer, you know that you can't just write the whole thing off like it stinks. Would it be incredibly disappointing? Yes, but this team is now, with what they've done, they've set themselves up for a 3 or 4 year window. This is the start of it, and yes, I hope they make the Super Bowl and win it. But if they don't, I'm not going to say they stink, blow the thing up. That's in essence what you're asking, and I'm going to say no. That's not what you're doing.
I would never blow up anything.
Well, okay, Homer. If you have another year, Homer, if you have another year of disappointment,
yeah,
and Matt LaFleur gets beat before the NFC Championship game, what you're saying is it's not successful, it's not working, and you have a coach and a GM that'll be on the last year of their deal. What are you doing then? What are you saying?
I'm saying.
So what are you saying?
It was a disappointing season.
So what do you do with disappointing
seasons? I'm going to regroup and go at it the next year.
Okay.
The only I have no good. I'll give them both an extra year right now, if that helps you. I'm giving them an extra year right now.
They want 5 years, or they don't want anything. What are you doing?
What do you mean? I'm the boss.
I'm asking.
What do you mean?
No, I'm asking. What are you doing as the boss?
I'm adding 1 year to your contract. You're going to turn that down?
I'm not taking it.
You're not taking it?
Yeah, I'm not taking it.
Oh, okay,
Nope.
all right. You want to be like that? I'm telling you. I'm not
You
giving
don't
you
believe
5
in me.
years, so you're going to get nothing.
You don't believe in me.
I believe in you.
No, you don't. We just got beaten. You said the season sucks.
No.
It was unsuccessful. It was a failure.
The
That's what
season
you
will
just
be
said.
a disappointing season. That does not mean I want to fire the coach. That does not mean that I want to fire the GM.
What does it mean then?
It means the team is now at a level that to accept anything less means it's a disappointing season.
So what do you do with disappointing? I mean, this is all subjecture and conjecture and everything else.
And I didn't say I was doing anything. I didn't say if they don't make the NFC Championship game, fire the coach or the GM. No,
you
I'm
ain't
not saying
that.
that.
Okay. Well, then you ain't saying anything.
Yeah, I am. I just told him I'd give him an extra year right now. That's
You
not
ain't-
good
you
enough
ain't saying
according to
anything.
you.
No, because you're not saying anything. You're not saying a thing.
Well, what then? So
I
in order to
literally
say
said-
something, I have to give him 5 more years?
No, you have to commit to what they're doing is the right way, even though they had another disappointing playoff loss and didn't get to an NFC Championship game. And there'll be plenty of fans that feel the way you do. If they have a good season and get beat in the wild card round, there's going to be a lot of folks like you saying that. And that would be really tough to take. But if you get beat in the divisional round to the Lions or the Eagles, I'm not going to panic like you are. I guess that's,
I'm not panicking.
I think this. What are you talking about then?
I'm
like,
telling
what did you
you,
ask me?
look, you're good enough that you better be making the NFC Championship game, or it's not good enough for this team. We will
Okay, so if it doesn't
regroup
happen,
and get
what do
back
you do?
tomorrow, next
Okay,
year with the
so if
same group and try it again.
Oh, that'll show them.
What?
That's a paper tiger deal. You're saying all this stuff, but you ain't doing anything. Either do something about it or don't say
Okay,
it.
well, what? So I got to give him a deal if I believe. I got to give him 5 years? You're crazy.
No.
What?
No, but you have to admit, if they don't do it, you're disappointed and you don't think this group is good enough to do it.
Didn't
That's
say
what you're
that.
saying.
I think they're good enough.
Okay.
I think they are.
But you're not. If they don't make it, you think, all right,
I think this year
think
be
we're talking in
disappointing, but
circles
they're
here.
young. Just all the things you said, I believe in, which means I'll go to war with the same group again next year.
Okay. So you didn't really say anything, which is fine.
I guess I did. You can flush it or flesh it whether I actually said anything. Presented by Gordon Flesh Company, and now we're gonna break because I gotta
You
figure
can flush
out.
that because you didn't say anything.
All right, I didn't
I don't know
say
what the hell
anything.
you did there, but you didn't say anything.
Well, yeah. Then what did you say? 'Cause
I
we'll get
said
to-
that this. Okay,
Yes?
whatever.
You'll
Move it
say
along.
what? That if they it
I
could be
was
a good
crystal
season,
clear.
even if they don't make the NFC Championship game. Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
that is what I said.
It could
yes.
be a good season, even if they don't
You
make
ca-
the
all-
NFC Championship game.
What I said is you can't finish the season like last year. You get beat in the wild card round. You didn't beat anybody worth a lick in your division, and you stunk. If Matt LaFleur goes 1-5 in the division and doesn't win another game and doesn't win a playoff game, I think there'll be a lot of folks calling out, well, like, what the hell are we doing here? Yes, I don't envision that happening. So if that is what happens, but if they end up winning the division and getting beat in the divisional playoff round, or winning a wild card and getting beat by a really good team, the Rams or Philly or Detroit, I'm not going to panic and say, we need to blow this thing up because this isn't good enough. I just don't buy that. That was what I'm saying.
Got it. All right.
Okay.
Whatever's
I still don't know what
next.
you said. I still have no clue what you said, but all right.
You've made that clear. Would you like to say it one more time? For somebody just joining the program in the last 10 seconds, what was it? How did you feel about what I said?
Yeah, you didn't say anything.
All right, Green Bay game night. Next
you know what
round.
else, Homer? I know we don't have another flush it or flash it, but if we did,
yeah,
is there a kicking controversy in Green Bay? Is there?
Is there? No.
Okay.
But you think there might be? You wouldn't bring it up if you didn't think there might be.
Here's the deal. I will tease this out. I do have a thought on what we saw tonight.
Yeah.
And I will explain. And if you remember, I told you last week, you keep 2 kickers on the roster until you know McManus is super healthy.
Yeah.
They did that. And I think, well, I'll tell you next. What I think. Because
if you're wondering why he has to set the tease, he's just concerned that I won't say anything again. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
It takes a team to meet just about any goal, and that's as true on the football field as it is in the office. So it's good to know that you have the Gordon Flesh Company on your side. For more than 60 years, GFC has provided cutting-edge office technology for companies of all sizes, and as the nation's largest Canon dealer, GFC delivers the latest office technology, service, and is supported by the most experienced professionals in the industry. That's business technology managed. Visit gflesh.com to learn more.
Is back pain slowing you down? The OAW Spine Center offers specialized care with advanced treatments for herniated discs, spinal fusion, and more. Their board-certified orthopedic care specialists use the least invasive methods, starting with non-surgical options. If surgery is needed, they provide minimally invasive procedures. The OAW Spine specialists focus on getting you back to an active lifestyle faster. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
How much does it cost to talk to Gruber Law Offices after a serious crash? It's free. Yes, free. As in it won't cost you anything to speak with us. Not sure if you have a case? Call our team at Gruber Law Offices today. Your first call and your first consultation are always free. And you'll never pay us a fee until we win your case. If you've been seriously injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been shaping the future for businesses for 167 years and for the last 15 right here in Milwaukee. We offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making, and extensive experience to help you navigate the ever-changing business landscape with your business in mind. At Fifth Third, we're big enough to provide sophisticated solutions and expert guidance, yet empowered to make local decisions and build strong community connections. Experience the commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Pitch by pitch, inning by inning, game by game. Watching the Crew is a 162-game journey of grit, hard work, talent, and determination. Dave Spano from Annex Wealth Management, we're with you on your journey as well. Your hard work and money deserve a partner like Annex for your investment, retirement, tax, estate planning as a fee-only fiduciary. Take the next step towards retirement you desire and begin the conversation soon. Head to annexwealth.com and click the Get Started button.
Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text Line, 800-990-3776.
This is Green Bay Game Night. The Packers put a whooping on the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh in the second half, outscoring them 28-3 before it ended up being a 35-25 win. I will be purchasing very soon here my $180 fee for a flight on Sunday, February the 8th, Milwaukee to Oakland for the Super Bowl. Marquette plays on the 7th, so I can't get there any sooner than Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning. But
no, don't fly into Oakland. You go to San Jose.
San Jose?
Yeah, you don't want to go to Oakland. You don't want to go to San Fran. You want to fly. It's in
Santa
San
Clara.
Francisco, which they don't even play there. You want to go to San Jose. It's
Hold
closer
on.
and quicker.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
Very good. We'll see what the cost is on that. But anyway, you wanted to get to the kicker.
Yeah. So I said this last week because obviously I called him Havlicek, but Havrasik has been great. He hit a bomb last week. He hadn't missed. He's been really good. And like most of us as athletes, I think everything is fine. And then you do start feeling things. You can get Wally pipped in this business real easily. So McManus gets hurt a couple weeks ago, and Matt LaFleur calls it significant. It was a quad. I don't know exactly what it was, but he wasn't able to kick. And I just felt like I love the fact the Packers have kept Havrasik because obviously teams need a kicker, and he just has proven whether or not he's going to do this long term. We don't know, but short term he's been great, and the Green Bay Packers couldn't risk it. I just wonder if McManus rushed to get back out there. I don't know, but I can kind of put two and two together from I need to get back out there. He missed one kick short, which he doesn't miss a lot of kicks short. That wasn't a 70-yard field goal. So I do wonder how you approach this kicking, because he made a couple kicks late. I just want to be crystal clear, because I know sometimes things don't get crystal clear. McManus is the kicker. He is the guy I want kicking in the playoffs. He's the guy I want when he's fully healthy. Was he fully healthy tonight? He was out there, but he was not the McManus that he wasn't. And I just wonder how much of that is related to the Wally Pippedness of sports. It's just a question I have. I don't know the answer, but I do wonder how long do you keep two kickers? Because you can't roll the whole season with it, but I don't think you're in a position after tonight. And I don't know how McManus will feel after kicking. He kicked 5 or 6 kicks tonight, or even more with the extra points. I don't think you can risk it doing a bunch of stuff until you feel 100% confident that McManus is back. And I don't think he's there yet. And we saw that tonight.
Yeah, I would say I think he is there, but I'm keeping two kickers again. I'm not getting rid of them. They're both on the roster tonight, right?
Yes. I don't know if he was. I don't know if Havrasik was he active tonight. I didn't see the inactive list.
He was not. But I mean,
okay.
He's going to be on. He's going to be on the team again another week. But I think McManus is back. But I'm willing to have a backup plan.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you can do anything until he has 2 or 3 weeks where you're just like, all right, baby, he's back and he's healthy and he's good.
But we need to know this also about Havlicek. He's not this good.
Yeah, Homer, I just said I don't think I could have been more crystal clear. I think I said that. Right? McManus is the guy. I'm not interested in Haversick could end up being the greatest kicker ever. You committed to McManus, and McManus is the guy I want kicking in the playoffs when he's healthy.
Right.
But I don't want you getting short-sighted here and losing any opportunities. Haversick was huge in some of these games when he was out. You don't want to go through. We've seen this movie before with Anders and Narvi and who else was there? I don't want that movie.
Right, depth is
a
good situation.
That's Major League 3. I don't want to ever see that movie again. I'm out. I'm good. Okay.
Next up, dog of the game. Packers destroyed Pittsburgh, down 16-7 at half, then outscored them 28-3. The dominance in the second half was every bit as much the defense as the offense. Dog of the game. The Tausch has already stated, if you weren't listening, that a choice, though worthy, is too easy for him to take.
Correct.
So, Tucker Kraft is out. Who will be the choice of Mark Tauscher? Next.
Game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ. Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into nonstop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee Sports Bar or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with AccuTrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use AccuTrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. AccuTrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit means sit dog training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Outfit your crew. Your workforce is your brand. From uniforms to safety apparel, Alpha Custom Apparel helps you outfit your team with gear that looks sharp and works hard. We create durable, functional apparel that keeps your crew comfortable and confident on the job. No more digging through endless catalogs. We handle the details so you can focus on running your business. With fast turnaround, custom options, and friendly Midwest service, we make it easy to keep your team looking their best. Visit alphacustomapparel.com. Let's get to work.
Hi, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, inviting you to join me July 5th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. Take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Imagine standing before Big Ben in London, then later gazing out from Edinburgh Castle. So rich in history, it feels like you're stepping back in time. Along the way, we'll explore the storybook villages of Chester and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, places where every street seems to whisper a piece of history. And how about a scenic train ride through the rolling green hills that lead us right into the medieval city of York. It's all part of this incredible journey. From iconic landmarks to cozy villages, from bustling city streets to peaceful countryside views, you'll experience the very best of Britain's history, culture, and beauty, and create memories that last a lifetime. Text TRAVEL to 800-990-3776 for full details. To learn more about this amazing adventure, come to the meet and greet on Tuesday, November 4th at 6 p.m. at Buck and Honey's Monona. If you can't make it, visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com to learn how you can join virtually.
At Boucher, we don't just sell cars, we build careers.
For over 45 years, Boucher has been Wisconsin's trusted name in automotive excellence, and today we're growing faster than ever.
Whether you're an experienced professional or just starting out, Boucher is hiring across all departments: sales, service, finance, and more.
Enjoy industry-leading pay, unbeatable benefits, paid training, and a workplace that truly values you. Join the Boucher family, where we ride with you every mile, and your future rides with us. Apply today at Boucher.com.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. It's time for the Sit Mean Sit Dog of the Game.
You see these dogs in your front yard?
Jordan Love.
Dog.
Don Jacobs.
Dog.
Michael Parsons.
Dog. Matthew Golden. He's a dog.
Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha and Milwaukee. Visit sitmeansit.com.
You gotta be the dog. And I'm like, man, we got dogs.
The Packers win 35-25. The dog of the game brought to you by Sit Mean Sit. Your dogs don't always listen to you, or you ask yourself, why don't they listen to what I say? Look no further than Sit Mean Sit. You can have a happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Mean Sit Dog Training today in Milwaukee or Waukesha to schedule a free consultation. Go to sitmeansit.com and check out their Milwaukee and Waukesha pages. And now, Mark Tauscher, who led us to believe that he could not take Tucker Kraft, 7 catches, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. All right, who is the second dog of the game that you're picking as the dog of the game?
So I had mentioned that the fruit, the low-hanging fruit that I don't like gobbling up. Jordan Love and Tucker Kraft are the lowest hanging fruit. They're all a monster game from both, right? I mean, Jordan Love was dynamite tonight. He was the best quarterback on the field.
20 completions in a row.
Yeah, best quarterback on the field.
And it wasn't close.
I would argue I didn't get a chance to see a ton of the other games today. I don't know if anybody played better than he did. If they did, tip the cap to him, but it wasn't by a lot. Jordan Love is going to start getting a little MVP talk if this team keeps rolling like I think they will. So both guys deserve a lot of credit. Both guys will be great dogs if indeed you pick or any of our fans pick. But I said it earlier in the show. You're talking about a wide receiver tonight that came back from an ACL in about 9 months. And he fought back. He had 4 catches for 85 yards, is a difference maker in the run game. And all of the stuff we just mentioned about Jordan and Tucker, I'm not sure we see any of that if number 9 isn't out on the field tonight. The fact that he fought and battled to get back out there and to perform at the level he did, both in his run blocking and his explosive plays, and what he does spacing for this group. Christian Watson, and it wasn't that hard for me to overlook the other two because of the low-hanging fruit. Christian Watson is my woof-woof dog of the game.
Excellent choice by Taus, the third most deserving award winner. Jordan Love, quarterback rating 134.2. Much of what was done could have been accomplished without Christian Watson.
Maybe not.
And he definitely.
Hey, Homer, how many other games did Jordan have numbers like this season?
I'll have to look.
Homer, you don't have to look. There's zero. He didn't have games like this.
Rating 134.2.
With 3 touchdowns and a 360-some yard
That's how
passing?
you get to 134.2. I would. I'll have to go.
Dallas,
check.
maybe.
Yeah. Well, yes. That would be like a long time, like 2 games ago. Let's go to game logs for Jordan Love. Quarterback rating. Detroit 128.6.
That's a good game.
Today, 134.2. Dallas 118.1. 31 of 43, 337 yards. The premise is that Jordan Love has been very close to this twice before this season. So I think it's nice that you mentioned Christian Watson coming back from the injury. That will be a good thing as long as he stays healthy. One game does not determine whether or not you should have come back as early as you did.
No argument. Yep. Okay.
I would. I mean, you have to. To me, you have to give it to Jordan Love. 20 completions in a row.
Yeah, heck of a night.
He did everything. And I apologize to Tucker Kraft because could certainly make a comparison. They're mentioning him as nobody's done this in so many years and things like this. When they start saying that stuff in any way, you have to give him credit. So I would go with the dog of the game, Jordan Love. But it's nice of you to give it to Christian Watson.
Yeah, I feel really good about it. I'll tell you what, dogs of the game, the officials stunk tonight. I thought this was a really poorly officiated game. Yeah.
What?
They don't call an offsides. Then they do a makeup holding call the next play. And then, I didn't love it. I thought it was a real sloppy officiated game.
Was it significantly worse than other games? For example, I'm liking the officiating because I think whatever they call it now, they didn't tell us about when they go to New York.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Anybody who's against that, you need to do whatever is necessary to get as many of the calls accurate as possible.
You better not be review. I'm glad they didn't review the offsides. You start doing that, Homer. I'm telling you, you're going to go nuts. These games are miserable.
You'd know better. College football has been way ahead for a long time because they have allowed their people to tell the officials we need to look at something, which is the way it should be done.
Spotting the
doesn't want to
football,
copy it.
spotting the football, catches, fumbles. I'm all on board.
Right.
If you're going to start doing it with holding calls and offsides, I'm out. I don't want any part of it. Ski.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with letting you be in charge as long
I'd love to be in charge.
As long as the number one rule
job.
is eliminate humans as much as possible.
Yeah,
Use
I'm fine with that. But we're not going down the path of Johnny held him on that run and we're gonna go back and throw a flag. I'm out. No, I don't. If you start doing that, I legit think I'll stop watching football.
And I think most would agree with you in understanding the key to quickness of the game as they have benefited watching baseball and how much baseball is better because the game is faster. I'm not saying for the same reasons.
Use technology in the exception. You can't do it with there's certain things. We saw the PI. You can't do it. You just can't. It's a nightmare. The league found out. You can't. You better not start doing it with holdings. You want to start doing it with blows to the head and some of those things. I'm on board with that.
Okay,
I'm on board with that.
This would be a game in which I don't know how much Tito's you can have, but you can have, and of course, drink responsibly, mass quantities.
Indeed, you could. Tito's Handmade Vodka, America's favorite vodka for a reason, distilled 6 times till it's just right. Tito's is known for its great vodka, giving back and doing good for dogs, distilled and bottled by 5th generation in Austin, Texas, crafted to be savored responsibly. Use a koozie, too. Don't be afraid to use a koozie with it.
The Packers are now 5-1-1. They come back home to play the Carolina Panthers. There's just no way they should lose that game. I already have them at 6-1-1 heading into the game against Philadelphia. And yes, all the people can say jinx, jinx, jinx. Now, the Green Bay Packers are right now 6-1-1. after a win over Carolina, heading for a Monday night game. Arguably as big a game as there has been in the NFL this season when they play host to the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know what'll be bigger? Detroit Thanksgiving morning. That is going to even be bigger.
Oh, I'll write that one down. Write it down. I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
A few weeks ahead, but I would say you're going out on the trunk on that one. But
yeah.
Now it is 11:40. I don't know how long the show will go, but I know that Mark Tauscher is on assignment elsewhere, so he will be leaving us his final thought or anything he wants to say again to emphasize the Green Bay Packers and their 35-25 win, though I actually call it 35-19.
Yeah, that's dumb, but I get it. You can do what you want. I'll do what I want. And for me tonight, Jordan Love showed everybody this is a big game. Jordan Love was dynamite. And for everybody that is questioning and doubting this is the standard that we see. This is what we need Jordan to be in big games. And Jordan did it along with a litany of other guys on offense. This offense is starting to find its footing. And this football team is finding its footing and finding its identity on how they're going to go about winning games. Closing it up with a really good pass rush and Tucker Kraft, Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft. There is your identity. There it is. Everybody else has their roles. They find it. But this is a team that I think every Packer fan should be excited about. There's great things ahead as long as they continue on this path. And I have to say, I'm excited about the path that this team's on. That is my final statement.
That is his final statement. And your statements will be next. And Gary Ellison coming up soon. And at some point tomorrow morning, Jason Wilde as well. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Football's back, and if you're headed up toward Green Bay, the perfect stop is Higher Love Cannabis Company, just seconds over the border in Menominee, Michigan. Less than an hour from Green Bay. An easy stop before or after the game or anytime you're passing through town. And with so many low-quality, unregulated CBD products floating around Wisconsin, trust matters. Higher Love, award-winning, organically grown, locally owned, and the real deal. Higher Love Cannabis Company, best in the Midwest. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD.
One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but a way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for well over 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's a bird bash at Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to $50,000 cash in the Bird Bash game show. Just play with your rewards card this October for a chance to win. Wouldn't you like to rake in a huge pile of cash? Bird Bash, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. More info at potawatomi.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drug driving and let's achieve zero preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Departments of Health Services, Transportation, and Justice.
Ready to watch the Packers like a VIP? Cousins Subs put you in the center of it all on the 50-yard line in plush recliner seats, complete with personal TVs and your favorites delivered from Cousins Subs. 2 pairs of fans are selected before each regular season home game to enjoy this one-of-a-kind experience. Enter daily to win the best seats in the house, only from Cousins Subs. Cousins Subs. We believe in better. See rules and eligibility for details.
Ready for the snap and a timeout taken. The team looks a little bit lost. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, the winning play is simple. A whole house of new windows as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no interest. A championship move from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
No doubt, Wayne. And unlike the opponent's defense, Pella Windows actually stopped the drafts.
The draft picks we gave up for number one had to be the steal of the century.
True, but I'm talking about replacing all drafty windows.
Roger that. With energy-efficient windows that keep the cold out, you'll stay as toasty as a fan at a warm weather preseason game.
Pay as low as $297 a month for a whole house of new Pella windows.
Plus, with 0% interest for up to 60 months, don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today.
Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Service versus applies. 10/31/2025.
Whoa! What are these? Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Available in 2 great flavors. Cheesy garlic or pepperoni. Both delicious. Screamin' Sicilian doesn't play around. They're fully loaded breadsticks that come in their own bakeable tray. Dang! Woo! These are next level. Are they the main course? Nah, just the appetizer. Find Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Bring the party. Bring the flavor.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
The Packers put a whooping on the Pittsburgh Steelers' dominance. I wish to thank Mark Tauscher. He suggested I fly into San Jose. And yes, purchasing a flight, leaving Milwaukee, 5 a.m. on Sunday, February the 8th for the Super Bowl in Santa Clara. The airport, San Jose, is only 3 miles away from the football field. Oakland and San Francisco are 25 miles away, so my thanks to Mark Tauscher. $212 it cost me. I'm purchasing only a one-way ticket right now because I'm not sure when I'm going to come back. It doesn't matter. I can work that out. And
take a Greyhound home, too? You don't need to fly.
No, I will fly. But, I mean, I might fly Monday, Tuesday, whatever. It's the coming back time is not the issue. The issue is having the flight. I need to fly the day of the Super Bowl, February the 8th, because Marquette plays Butler on February the 7th, and I can't seem to fly. Anyway, it works out great. I'm there at 10:15 in the morning. The game does not start until, I believe, California time, probably like 3:30. So I have 5 hours to get to the game. And yes, before anyone I've stated, the reason I'm choosing Southwest is if the Packers don't make the Super Bowl, I get to I have like the rest of my life to spend $212 on another Southwest flight. So there you have it. Where does that put me in believing in the Packers? I'm a smart believer. Why pay a ton more, which you would if you want to have a flight guaranteed? I don't need it guaranteed. It's guaranteed. I'm getting my money if they don't make it, and I'm doing it soon enough now that there are seats available. How quickly will those seats be gone? Though most people probably will leave before Sunday. James, you're on Green Bay game night and game morning in 12 minutes. Let her fly.
Well, let's talk about a few things that are really important. One. Tucker Kraft. Getting him the ball 10 times. I have text messages that my buddies and I were going back and forth on, and I said, get Tucker Kraft the ball. That was so important. But here's the point I want to leave on. I know it's negative. I know it's not great, but we're all talking about it. Goot, what are you going to do about our cornerback room? I've always liked Valentine. He's fine. But Nixon, whatever, he's a CB4. Let's figure something out. Packer Nation, please call in and let's make some recommendations.
Well, what's yours?
Well, if you just go online and look up, there's a few cornerbacks available, and there are teams trading. Maybe we need to make a move to.
Well, that's the big question. Would you acquire a cornerback now?
Yes.
All right.
Asante Samuel Jr. He had a horrible.
You don't
situation.
even have to necessarily pick one, as much as just say they need to do something to address the issue of Nixon.
I'm happy about so many things, but that's what the point of this call was for me to be a little snarky and say this our cornerback room right now kind of makes me feel a little bit like when we thought Sammy Watkins and Alan Lazard was going to be the number one wide receiver when Rodgers was in his last season. Like, we're neglecting something that's very obvious that needs to be fixed.
Yes, the discussion will be, I think, and they'll do less than you would like, but I think there is a legitimate discussion about him, his play, the penalties. That, I believe, is probably at the top of the list. It is for you, correct?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Nixon, great tackler. I don't want him returning things on special teams, but he can be on special teams. And I apologize. There may have been a pause in what you said to me, but we need to get a cornerback that can cover people. We have tons of tacklers. Hobbs, not a good coverage guy. He can tackle, apparently. But let's get people that can cover wide receivers, and that's what we need right now.
Duly noted. I think you'll be part of a large and growing group. Thanks, James. Green Bay game night. Packers trailed 16-7 at half, and then went on a 28-3 run. Final was 35-25, but to me, though Mark Tauscher made fun of it, I think he said it was dumb. That's fine.
Your score prediction?
No, my score prediction was
your score adjustment.
33-31, Pittsburgh defeating the Packers, and I was wrong because the Green Bay defense proved me wrong. The scoring...
That was the most, of the garbage time touchdowns we've seen, that was the most garbage time this season for the Packers.
I'm hard. It's hard for me to judge garbage time, but I'll accept whatever your view on the garbage time is. But there was a dominance. Like every time the Packers got the ball, they scored mostly touchdowns, and every time Pittsburgh got the ball, they didn't score or they got a field goal. 1-800-990-3776. Green Bay game night. The Packers are 5-1-1. I have already made them 6-1-1, declaring a victory at home against Carolina, and that will lead up to a Monday night game. So we're a couple weeks away from that game at home against Philly. Oh, baby, that's going to be huge. Your calls and Gary Ellison and Jason Woolley all next as we get closer from Green Bay game night to Green Bay game morning. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay game night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Homer for Window Nation. It's October, and if you've got old windows, that means you're back to dealing with chilly air seeping into your home. Eliminate annoying drafts once and for all with Window Nation in Milwaukee. This month, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free, plus pay nothing for 2 years. With the holidays coming up, it's a big deal, and they can do it so quickly. Don't miss out on free windows and 0 payments for 2 years with Window Nation, proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Visit windownation.com before October 31st to get started.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the 2nd floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the 2nd floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into non-stop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee's Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
With a dedicated Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank knows what success looks like. For 15 years, we've been serving businesses, organizations, and individuals in the area with a long-standing commitment to the healthcare and not-for-profit sectors. Whether it's expansion to commercial payments, Fifth Third offers a full suite of financial services and solutions to navigate your organization's complex needs. Experience the difference with Fifth Third Bank. National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Neck and back surgeries can be risky. Your spine deserves the best. Professional athletes trust Neurospine Center of Wisconsin, including baseball, where surgeon Dr. Brandon Rebels helped get Milwaukee's MVP back on the field for a stellar season. We can help you too, with the top nationally rated spine surgeons in the state for quality outcomes. You can trust the professionals at Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Get a second opinion in just a few clicks. Now offered virtually throughout Wisconsin. Visit nscwi.com. Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Your spine health is our passion.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Fans, don't let dirt and road grime bench your car this October baseball season. Step up to the plate with Tsunami Express Car Wash, where every visit delivers the MVP shine. With unlimited washes, fast lane access, and free vacuums, you can keep your ride looking like a champion all season long for less than $1 a day. And with 7 Milwaukee area locations, including New Berlin, it's easy to score big no matter where you're headed. Join the winning team today at TsunamiExpress.com. That's Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
The Green Bay Packers put a second-half whooping on the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh during a stretch, outscoring them 28-3 until the Steelers scored a touchdown in the final 4 minutes, just making the final score closer. And still, the Packers won by 10, 35-25. Joining us now is Gary Ellerson. He's always said this year, I just need to see this team. I need to watch more. Well, sir, have you watched enough now?
To know what?
Whatever it is you know. To me, it is this simple. If they do not make the NFC Championship game, it will be a disappointing season.
Here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
Here we go. Why you got to do this? Why can't you just ever enjoy the moment?
I am enjoying the moment. I'm enjoying the moment, realizing how good this team is. No, how good this team and an appropriate standard to hold them to.
You never don't. Now you want to hold them to a standard.
Yes.
You just never enjoy. Can you just enjoy Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers, Brian Gutekunst, front office, can we just enjoy? To me, it's really the passing of the torch. That now all these people can go sit down somewhere and stop talking about Aaron Rodgers, how they did it wrong, all that. Can we just enjoy the fact that Jordan Love threw completed 20 passes in a row in the second half.
That he did.
And basically beat the guy who taught him everything. I mean, I think it was a huge win for the Packers organization. And you want to start talking about, which you haven't said yet, but I'm sure you will, because I'm gonna be on here for about an hour, but I'm sure you will. But you want to start talking about NFC championships, and for long you're gonna probably tell me about you bought your ticket to the Super Bowl. You're gonna start doing all that kind of mess.
I actually did buy a ticket from Milwaukee to San Jose because it's closer. Just let me finish to answer your question. However, please understand that I bought Southwest because with Southwest you can cancel your ticket at any time and get the ability to use the value of that ticket at any point the rest of your life. So, but yes, I did buy a ticket to go Sunday, February the 8th, to San Jose, California, getting in at 10:30 to watch the Super Bowl, which I would assume their time starts about 3:30. Now, thanks for asking. Do you think that's inappropriate?
Yes. Why can't you just enjoy this win?
I am.
You're not. You're not. You keep upping the ante every time. Up the ante.
Yes.
You just keep moving on. And then when they don't do what you want them to do or what you think that you do or that you predict them to do, now the team is garbage.
No, it's not true at all.
Yeah.
No, this is not. If they have a disappointing season, just regroup and go after it next year.
No, that's not how you'll be. You're going to lose your natural mind because you predicted them to do this.
No, I didn't. I have not predicted them. No.
Yeah, you're going to lose your natural damn mind. Yeah, you will. Right. I know you do.
All right.
You're setting it up.
I'm not setting up anything.
You are.
I'm willing to give, so that you don't think I'm setting up, I'm willing to tell Goody and LaFleur, you get an extra year in your contract. Just adding a year right now so everybody doesn't think that this is, you don't do it this year, then we feel short. Team has been put together appropriately, and now let's go for it, just like they did back in the 90s when they put it together, and they didn't get it Reggie White's first year. But
no,
that doesn't mean that there isn't an appropriate standard for the quality of this team.
Well, they still don't have it all together, right? I mean, we saw the first half.
Yeah, they got it.
How they struggle. I mean, they don't. And the struggle comes from, and I don't know how they ever get it, but the struggle comes from they just can't run the ball consistently with Josh Jacobs. So that's where the struggle is. And so what had to happen.
Why is that?
Well, I just think the offensive line is not all the way there, and they know that they want to run Josh Jacobs, so they crowd the line. Which I'm going to get to. What you then saw, though, Homer, is Jordan Love beat us, and he did. So that's how it's going to have to be from here on in. Jordan Love is going to have to play at that level in order for them to win games like that, when everybody's going to be singled up outside. I mean, I said to myself in the first half, I said, oh, my God, at some point, they got to throw it to Christian Watson deep because he's man up outside all day long. I mean, so all these passes are going to be there. Jordan Love has just got to complete these passes. And to me, Homer, I don't know if anybody said this, but to me, it was a Jordan Love statement game. Guys, get on my back, I carry you. That's pretty much what it was to me. And then, of course, the defense is the defense. Michael Parsons is the real deal. He's your closer. Just get him in the obvious passing situation and let those guys go to work. But to me, it was more about Jordan Love said, okay, y'all want to put 8, 9 guys in the box? Okay, I got Tucker Kraft, grown-ass man. Here we go.
Tucker Kraft, grown-ass man, as stated by Gary Ellison. What game did you say that last year? Do you even remember which game it was?
Yeah, I don't even remember a home team.
But you remember saying it.
But I did. I said it, though. He's Gam. And you know who else is Gam, too, is number 1.
Parsons, huh?
Yeah,
he beat 3 blockers on one play. I don't know that I even ever remember Reggie White doing that. I don't know that any but team ever thought to put 3 people on someone.
Yeah, didn't he? Crazy. Guy is unbelievable. He's your closer.
Yeah. Of all that you saw today, what impressed you the most?
I would say there's no particular one play that impressed me. Jordan Love impressed me the most today because he did it. He did everything that you would want him to do to win the game. I don't think were there even any plays close to being intercepted?
The one long pass, it looked like the defender was there, and it was a little scary, but it fit in perfectly. So
that's about that stands out to me more than anything else was Jordan Love. It had to have. And
to me, people were open. I mean, wide open. Texas wide
open. They were. Homer, I had people over the last 3-4 weeks talking about Matt LaFleur need to give up play calling. Matt LaFleur don't know what he's doing. How do you think people feel about Matt LaFleur now?
I think they feel better. However, while everybody talks about and did how important this game was, it's important to make people believe that Packer team that showed up the first 2 weeks just came back for the second half of this game, meaning, and I'm trying to give you a heads up on this, a warning, people, the standard and expectations are going up significantly. And I want to believe that it has nothing to do with beating Aaron Rodgers. It has to do with the way the Packers played against a team that had a good record on the road, which the Packers still needed to prove. And so you do this, it's back to thinking how good they can be, not could be, not, well, I'm dreaming. No. They've shown another game in which they play at a level that wins a Super Bowl.
Correct.
So your job just got.
But they're not there yet.
They're not there yet. But your job just got a lot harder. You know that.
My job?
Yes, because you're going to be more unhappy now in the next few weeks than you have been. By the way, the Packers in the Homer standings have already defeated Carolina, and their record is now 6-1-1, heading into.
Why are you doing this?
They're 11.5-point favorites.
Yes, because they're that. Okay, I'll answer. They're that good. They're that good. You know it too. There's no guarantee that you're that good every game, every half.
You always set yourself up.
But when they're that good, yes, at home. I didn't say they're going to beat Carolina by 100. You have helped me with that. A win is a win.
100.
But they are not losing to the Carolina Panthers. And anybody that thinks I'm doing this too soon, they can head to Ted's, put down whatever amount of money you want, and I'll match.
You're doing this too soon.
All right. Okay. When will it be? When won't it be too soon?
Never. You never do this. You never do all this kind of rigmarole. What are you doing? This is what fans do.
No. This is what
I know your name is Homer. Is this what homers do?
No. I will address what this is. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. More Gary Ellison. If you have questions for him, 1-800-990-3776, or we'll go to YouTube. Oh, they got all kinds of questions, and you're ready for them. The over-under on you people is 4 for the next segment. Next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Imagine your home totally organized. At Closets by Design, we specialize in providing affordable, custom-built storage solutions with built-ins and beyond, from garages to new home offices. Our experienced designers work within your budget to design a solution fit perfectly to your needs. Get 40% off plus an additional 15% with 18-month financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN to get started. Let's get organized together.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
From the baseball playoffs to regular season football, Prize Picks is the best way to win cash watching our favorite teams. Which players are going off? Which ones are overhyped? Well, make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks now offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Download the Prize Picks app today and use that code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Game Night, so for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Every family adventure begins with a vehicle you can trust. At Boucher Automotive Group, we're more than just a dealership, we're part of your journey.
For over 40 years, Boucher has helped Wisconsin families find the right vehicle with service you can count on.
Community is what fuels us too. That's why you'll see us supporting local schools, Little League teams, golf outings, and other causes throughout the year.
From the first time you get behind the wheel to every service visit after, Boucher is there for all the miles and the memories that matter.
The Boucher Automotive Group. We ride with you every mile.
You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ. React to the game by calling the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776.
you have a question for Gary Ellison, let her fly. You also should know that after you think about the game for a while and don't get too excited or don't have expectations that are too high, as I do, Potawatomi Sports Pip in Milwaukee has dozens of self-serve kiosks and over 2,000 square foot video wall, seating for over 200, full restaurant and bar, VIP deck and more. It's a sports betting paradise, or as I add, it's also a sports paradise. The setup there is unbelievable to watch a sporting event, even if you don't bet, which you probably will, but you need to understand the quality that exists. Bet above the rest. And tomorrow night, or tonight actually, since it's 12:15, Greg Matzik and Gary Ellison will be doing their 2-hour show talking about the Green Bay Packers.
We sure will.
Are you concerned about, or how would you handle the field goal kicking?
That's a good question. I think they may have rushed McManus back a little bit too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Great problem to have, but you got to navigate those waters in a way that you got to make sure McManus is 100% because you've got a kicker. What's his name? Havlicek?
We call him John Havlicek in honor of the great basketball player.
All right, the Hondo.
Otherwise, he's the sub or the practice squad Hall of Famer.
Well, I think you have an issue right now where you have a kicker that's been kicking well for you. I think you have an opportunity to wait till McManus is 100% to bring him back. McManus saved you. I'm not necessarily saying that you owe him, but he's your veteran kicker. He's the guy that you want to have going down the stretch. So I think you got to have him. I think he's your guy, but you're in a good situation where you don't have to rush him back.
Yeah.
McManus is your kicker.
And I don't know. How do you know he's healthy? You play, do you just have to believe him when he says it? Or is it based on you watching him practice and if he is his normal self?
Yeah, right. You got to save guys for themselves, right? So I think right now it did feel like to me that he was back 100%. Because the one kick that he kicked short, he normally can make that kick. Now, that field wasn't the greatest field either. It was in bad shape from what I'm hearing. So that probably could have had something to do with the plant leg and all that. But I just think you got to give him time to get healthy, and you're in a good situation where you feel good about the reserve kicker that you have.
Now, as a running back, I don't believe there's necessarily a running back situation. Emmanuel Wilson, 11 carries, 61 yards, average 5.5. Josh Jacobs, 13 carries, 33 yards for 2.5. And then let's see, as far as catching passes, Emmanuel Wilson, 3 for 26. Josh Jacobs, 3 for 12. So you have Emmanuel Wilson, 14 for 87 yards, and you have Josh Jacobs, 16 for 45 yards. I say you just have depth, but there are times that Wilson looks quicker than Josh Jacobs. But you're the running back. Take it away. I do not believe there is a running back issue.
No.
It's just depth, and Wilson's a little different, and it allows you to rest Jacobs. But, again, when we say their running game is struggling, it seems to struggle the most with Jacobs, whether that's fair or not.
Yeah, because he's the featured guy. I mean, I think if you go to any team and they put up the Packers offense, I think Jacobs is the number one guy that they want to stop, not Jordan Love, not Tucker Kraft.
No, it's Tucker Kraft. Isn't even close.
No,
I'm playing the Packers. I'm stopping Tucker Kraft.
No, if you go right now, and if you say Josh Jacobs is the number one guy they want to stop. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Tucker Kraft, 7 receptions, 143 yards for a tight end, 2 touchdowns. He was targeted 9 times. You still don't think it starts with him?
No, it starts with Josh Jacobs.
All right. I want to go back to the Cardinals game and see. There we had Tucker Kraft, 5 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. And he was targeted 10 times. I can't convince you?
No, it starts with Josh Jacobs.
Is there
we don't have sound, do we? Do we have sound of Mike Tomlin? I think Mike Tomlin also made a statement tonight. We need to cut the head off the snake, and the head of the snake is Josh Jacobs.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think he was that tonight?
I think he's that for every team that they play.
Well,
because when Josh Jacobs can run the football, it makes it easier for everybody else.
Well, it does, but you have tonight in which he didn't. The Packers had.
Well, you got to keep running them. Yeah. How many carries did Josh Jacobs get tonight?
Let me look up here and see that exactly. He didn't have many. He had 13 for 33 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Well, because Emmanuel Wilson was significantly better than Josh Jacobs tonight. Emmanuel Wilson was 14 for 87, and Josh Jacobs was 16 for 45.
The defense is not the same when Emmanuel Wilson comes in.
No, I'm not. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
To have a guy, a backup. Emmanuel Wilson's good. When you watch him play, you think that guy's pretty good. Have you come around at all to raising expectations for the Packers based on their performance, especially in the second half? On the road, to play as they did in the first half and be able to bounce back after being outscored 16-7, then outscoring the same team on their home turf 28-3 in the second half. Didn't that wow you?
Well, it has to, right?
Right. Did it wow you enough to assess how good this team can be?
I think what wowed me more than anything else is that, and you could see it happening, Homer, as I watch these games, you see it happening. This is how I see it. Teams try to take your will away from you, and it's all about pressure, and that's really what Mike Tomlin is all about. And that's why he played for a lot of those field goals. He goes, okay, we're going to take this field goal. We're going to take this field goal. We're going to take this field goal. Eventually, we're going to get a touchdown because I feel like we are. He gets a touchdown. We're going to keep putting pressure. Can the Packers now respond? Can they respond? Can they respond? And you can see what's even more impressive is how the Packers came back and responded to what Mike Tomlin and the Steelers were giving them at Three Rivers.
Which tells you how good they are, Gary. NFC Championship game, at least.
Stop. And they gave them, which we talked about earlier, usually what are they going to do? I said, well, they're going to run that jumbo package. And they came in with a jumbo package. They got great runs on first down.
Yep.
They threw a couple of new wrinkles in there. They got some pass plays on the jumbo package. And it put a lot of pressure on that Packers defense, and they weathered the storm. And they weathered the storm until the Packers offense figured out in the second half what they needed to do.
And they kicked butt on the Pittsburgh offense, just like the Packer offense kicked butt on the Steelers defense, which has been pretty bad all season long. All right, now we're going to take a break, and then you're going to tell us how to handle the situation at cornerback.
Okay.
That is next on Green Bay Game Night. Nope, it is Green Bay Game Morning at 12:25 and just getting started. 1-800-990-3776. Gary Ellerson. And then you guys next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
Homer here with a message about Three Pillars Senior Living Communities, located on a serene setting along the Bark River on 300 gorgeous acres. Three Pillars Senior Living Communities is a top-ranked full continuum community. Active adult, independent living, assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing, and rehab. Three Pillars, the hands-down choice for you or your loved one. Been there. Know people who live there. They love it. You got to go to Dousman and see it in person. Get all the info on Three Pillars at threepillars.org.
Big trucks can be intimidating. If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. You don't want to take on the insurance company alone. Gruber Law Offices has the experience, the resources, and of course, the results. We know truck law. We know the rules and regulations. We know what it takes to win. Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Hi, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, inviting you to join me July 5th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. Take in the charm of the countryside and the history of the great cities. Imagine standing before Big Ben in London, then later gazing out from Edinburgh Castle. So rich in history, it feels like you're stepping back in time. Along the way, we'll explore the storybook villages of Chester and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon, places where every street seems to whisper a piece of history. And how about a scenic train train ride through the rolling green hills that lead us right into the medieval city of York. It's all part of this incredible journey. From iconic landmarks to cozy villages, from bustling city streets to peaceful countryside views, you'll experience the very best of Britain's history, culture, and beauty, and create memories that last a lifetime. Text TRAVEL to 800-990-3776 for full details. To learn more about this amazing adventure, come to the meet and greet on Tuesday, November 4th at 6 p.m. at Buck and Honey's Monona. If you can't make it, visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com to learn how you can join virtually.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
The Green Bay Packers in Pittsburgh trailed 16-7 at half, and Pittsburgh had the ball to open the second half. Next thing you know, the Green Bay Packers put a 28-3 whooping on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Game over. Final 35-19, though in the scorebook it'll say 35-25 because like the two games earlier in the year, they just let Pittsburgh go down the field and score to use up time on the clock because the game was over. Talking with Gary Ellerson to discuss what might be the only concern of the Green Bay Packers, and that is cornerback and what to do. Keyshawn Nixon seems to me gets beaten, and more than that, his nickname should be Flag Nixon, because whenever a pass is incomplete, you always have to check, hey, did they get old Flag Nixon again? I don't know what the number is, but it seems the penalty is often on Keyshawn Nixon. Gary Ellerson will tell me if I'm a little too critical or if they have a problem at cornerback. Gary?
Well, last week it was Hobbs, right?
Yes.
And so they put Valentine in over Hobbs, and Hobbs moved back to slot, which I think that's what he's good at, or didn't play at all. I mean, I don't even know if I saw him at all, but I can't really speak on that. But I know Valentine moved him back outside, and so it was Valentine, it was Nixon. Nixon's on the other side. They got an issue at corner. They just do until they go and draft one in the first round, find one. This is going to be an issue throughout the season, but they got to be able to live with it. They got to be able to win with what they have. Not all teams are going to be perfect at every level. They're not. They got a great guy in Xavier McKinney at safety, Evan Williams at safety. Their safeties, I'll take over any safeties in the NFL right now. But their corners are just not up to speed. But the corners just got to make enough plays. There's going to be plays made on them. They got to make enough to shut some of this stuff down. Now, I thought Nixon and I thought Valentine, I thought both of them did a tremendous job of limiting the really big plays that could really hurt them in crunch time situations. Don't you think so, Homer?
I don't know. I just have to watch it. That's why I asked you. I don't know, given the NFL as it is, what's realistic for expectations. As you alluded to a little bit, how good is the good, given the league they play in? And the good may make and have more problems than I'm willing to understand, so maybe I'm too tough on Nixon.
Well, no, you're not. Well, who are your Pro Bowl corners? I mean, if somebody go back and look them up, who's your Pro Bowl corners from last year? And that tells you how good the good is. They're not Pro Bowlers.
No.
Valentine or Nixon are not Pro Bowlers.
The question is, how bad are they? And do you need to explore getting a cornerback before the end of this year?
Well, they're not bad. I mean, you can win with them, right? That's what you're asking me. Yeah, you can win with them. Yeah, could you use an upgrade? Yeah. Two things can be true. I mean, you're not going to be perfect across the board. Now, here's what you fall into, like most fans do. You're trying to build the perfect team. All teams are going to have holes. Guess what, Homer? One of my coaches used to
I
always
agree
tell
with
me,
you there.
they get paid too.
That is what people say when you stink. They never say they get paid too when you're good.
They get paid.
No one ever.
They because
said,
they make plays.
Right, but if you're good, no one ever says they get paid too. You say we're better than they are. When you're not very good, the excuse is always they get paid too. I'm just making an observation about when that seems to come up.
Let me ask you this: who's the best team in the NFC right now?
In the NFC right now, the Packers are equal to anyone.
Who's the best team in the NFC right now, Homer? Give me a team.
I would say I'd probably lean toward the Rams, Philly, Detroit, and the Packers. I got those four. And I think it's a flip a coin. How about you? The best team in the NFL is the Kansas City Chiefs. They got their speed back, and it's the league versus Kansas City.
Who's your top 5 teams in the NFL then?
I mean, Kansas City and the AFC. I don't care about anybody else because they're going to be in it. And then you have the 4 and
well, you have the Patriots.
I don't care. They're irrelevant to me because there's only going to be one team from the AFC, and it's going to be Kansas City. So I got to be the best of the NFC to get there. And right now, it's Detroit, Green Bay, the Rams, and Philly.
Well, right now the Rams are not on my radar.
They're not?
No.
Okay. All right. Then you'd have Philly, Detroit, and Green Bay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's important to me is that the Packers win the division because I don't want them to have to play multiple of these teams.
Well, I mean, right, they got to go out and handle business Sunday and beat the team they're supposed to beat. And then now you got Philly coming to Lambeau Field. That's going to be the biggest game of the year yet.
Yes, it is. Yep.
And then Thanksgiving against Detroit in Detroit. It's going to be the second huge game.
Yeah,
they got to navigate all that.
So, and the Detroit's got a very tough schedule. So yeah, I think it's you need to win the division to make the playoff situation easier because there are teams, and we're not even mentioning Tampa Bay.
No,
and I think they deserve to be mentioned, though they're half a notch.
Well, they are. They're half a notch down. After we saw what happened to them the other night, they're half a notch down.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
How excited are you about the Green Bay Packers and the belief that this could be a special season?
Not excited at all. I can't allow it. It's one game at a time, Homer.
All right, when will you allow it?
I don't know. You ask me every week, but right now I'm not there. Yeah, I'm not.
Well, I just want to let you know, I'm not sure they're capable of doing anything more impressive than what they did in the second half against Pittsburgh. 28-3.
No, the best game they played, I think, was Detroit, first game of the year, wasn't it?
Well, again, that was at home.
I mean,
this was on the road. They've never done anything like this on the road. Pittsburgh was 4-2. Yes, I believe the Detroit one was more impressive, but it's at home.
I mean, if you just think about the play,
yes,
the best game they played to me was Detroit.
Right, but I believe the best half they played was this second half at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but the best game they played was Detroit.
All right, that's fair.
No, and what you're trying to do, though, no, you're not off here, because what you're trying to do is, because they did go into a lull here, you're trying to grasp at something on the come up here, and right now you're asking yourself, is this the team that we saw against Detroit? That's what you're asking.
I know, and my answer is yes, it is. We saw a dominant offense and defense, and we saw a better use and better play, or better use, if you wish, of Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Aaron Rodgers was jumping.
See, last week, Micah Parsons, just the usage, they strictly played him on the outside, right? And he got you 3 sacks. And in this game, they went back to, and Hafley, you got to give them credit. In this game, they went back to using him on the inside, and that caused a lot of pressure for Aaron Rodgers up the middle. Hafley was pretty good in his game plan today. That's why I'm saying you start thinking about your outside, your corners, Nixon, Valentine, Hobbs. If you're able to get them in 3rd and long, they're going to have to stand back there and pat that ball a little bit in a lot of rush to get there. But if they're playing 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2, offenses are going to hurt them because Micah Parsons will never get there.
All right.
Or Rashawn Gary. And they did a good job tonight in the second half of keeping them in 3rd and long.
They did everything in the second half. Everything.
Yeah. Absolutely, my friend.
Yes. But they have not done it yet enough for you yet. Or you're like Steve Young. Homer, it's still the preseason. Well, I think the Packers have won 3 in a row. And it's going to be at 4 in a row after the bye week, because the Homer standings have them already beating the Carolina Panthers at home. And you have as well. You just haven't gone that far.
Okay.
No,
I can't lie. It's game to game, Homer.
Fine, it's game to game, but you would be shocked if the Packers lost at home to the Carolina Panthers. Shocked.
I would be shocked.
Okay, that's all right. That's all I'm asking.
I will be shocked. You got to take care of business.
That's fair. That speaks to what you think of the Packers.
They are the better team.
Way better, right?
Yeah, but you never thought that Love would be 29 of 37 with 360 yards and 3 TDs in this game. No one ever thought he'd have those stats.
I thought anything was possible because the Pittsburgh defense stinks, and we stated that before. Yeah. But did I think that he would
no. Well, how about this? So the Pittsburgh defense was not playing well because people were gashing them in the run game. That didn't happen tonight.
Yeah, I'd have to when I've watched them, they've been bad at everything.
No, they've been getting killed in the run game. Didn't happen tonight.
I think you're correct. All right, with Gary Ellison, I have some of these YouTube comments. People love watching on YouTube, so we'll get to those next, as yes, this is no longer Green Bay game night. It is Green Bay game morning. It is 12:42. Gary Ellison will not be on the show at its conclusion. How late do you believe the show will go, Gary Ellison? We'll find out next.
Stay right here. Green Bay Game Night will be right back on ESPN Wisconsin at 620 WTMJ.
Dave Spano from Annex Wealth Management. It didn't seem like it when the season started, but we've watched the crew become a great team. We're just as proud of the team here at Annex. I'll put the Annex team up against anyone when it comes to what we do. Investment, retirement, tax, and estate planning. If that's what you're looking for, let's talk soon. AnnexWealth.com. Click the Get Started button. In the meantime, let's enjoy championship baseball in Milwaukee.
Neck and back surgeries can be risky. Your spine deserves the best. That's why professional athletes choose Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. We can help you too. With the top nationally rated spine surgeons in the state for quality outcomes, you can trust the professionals at Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Get a second opinion in just a few clicks. Now offered virtually throughout Wisconsin. Visit nscwi.com. Whether you want to get back into the game or just get back to life, go where the pros go. Neurospine Center of Wisconsin. Your spine health is our passion.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing, from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off plus an extra 15% off, and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN. And don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
Crispy chicken just keeps getting better at Cousin Subs. Try our crispy chicken basket, complete with 3 white meat tenders and a regular fry, a meal made easy. And for the little ones, our kids meal comes with 2 crispy tenders, applesauce, a juice box, and cookie. Just the right size for growing appetites. Made with quality chicken and ready to enjoy in-store, online, or on the app. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only around for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 24-pack Essential Everyday Spring Water, $3.99. 15 to 150 count selected varieties Solo Cups, plates, or bowls, $3.99. 13 to 22 ounce selected varieties Farm Rich Appetizers, $5.49. 14 to 16 ounce selected varieties Daisy Dips, sour cream, or cottage cheese, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh, no. Never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, wow, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
This is Green Bay Game Morning with Gary Ellerson. We have some things, Gary, on YouTube. People love YouTube. Discussing the teams that are very good in the NFC. Philly, Green Bay. The only one we did not mention, someone suggested Seattle. Also here, Jim says Green Bay will beat Carolina by 21. Jim, I want to help you on this. That may be of insignificance if you're a gambler, but I've learned the margin isn't really an issue. The issue is if you just are so confident that they're going to win. It could be on a last-second field goal. But Green Bay is going to beat Carolina, and I would be shocked. I have to think of a bigger word than that if they lose, given that the game is also at home. Have you given Seattle any thought, Gary?
Seattle?
Yeah, as being any good?
No.
All right. I would say Philadelphia, then Green Bay, then everybody else after a gap. Somebody else says Detroit, Green Bay, Philadelphia, Rams in that order. Yeah, that's. Do you think that's just the best way to put it? Because you'd like to see a little bit more. if Green Bay, when Green Bay plays Philly in Green Bay, I easily think the Packers can win. They other than having to figure out what to do at cornerback, and that's another question here about would you consider a trade, or should they go after something and make a trade for a cornerback?
Or the trade deadline? They could.
They could.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
It's not
know
how they
give up
do
for
things usually.
Well, not normally how they give up 2 first-round picks for.
That was going to be my follow-up. This very easily could be.
And you got a new president, CEO, and Carmen policy. So it feels like things are being done a little different up at 1265 Lombardi right now. So we'll see.
Well, no, and I would say this is not just for this year. I'm not going to pick someone up just for the rest of the year, but this is everything is a couple years.
Packers always do stuff long term.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean someone couldn't be out there that I like.
And I don't know who's out there. Do you have an idea who's out there?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Why isn't LaFleur using Golden more? Chef Ed has that as a question. Gary,
because right now it's Tucker Kraft and it's Romeo Dobbs and now it's Christian Watson. The rookie's got to take a back seat.
Yeah, and my answer is guys like that, I don't need them to do stuff every game. They may like that, but I have the belief that he can make a big play. He can have a game where he has 2 catches for 95 yards. He can have a game where he catches a 6. He's good. That's the most important thing to me. Now, how much do you use him? Again, not in big numbers in terms of the number of catches or targets. But there's going to be a game when I expect that he does so well that I have to ask you again, Gary, given how good this guy is, why don't you use him more? And you don't have go ahead.
He's your 3rd or 4th receiver right now.
Which is the way it's going to be for almost every rookie ever, unless you're a Hall of Fame rookie like James Lofton or something.
Or Randy Moss.
And Randy Moss. And by the end of the year, he might move closer in that direction. But he's going to have to do it with limited catches and limited targets. But if he's good, fine. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it? To me, the best part is I think he can and quite possibly could help the team this year.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not worried.
He's already helping the team though.
Yeah. Then you also have the ability of somebody getting hurt.
Yeah.
That it could go there.
Exactly.
Do you have any worry? Is the cornerback thing a worry to you, or is there a better phrase that, as you alluded to, and you're right, every team, other than maybe Kansas City now, has holes. So it's.
I think if you have to put your finger on something for the Packers that you want to worry, quotation marks, would be the corners. I think everything else they're good. I think the offensive line will be the second one that I would question a little bit, but I think they're around and in shape. But I think Jordan Morgan is playing really well right now. I think Zach Tom, although got nicked up a little bit, is coming back because for the most part, Zach Tom handled T.J. Watt by himself tonight. So I mean. So you look at the offensive line, I think Elton Jenkins is selling in at center. I think it took them 3-4 weeks to get that figured out. And so your offensive line is healthy. Banks over at left guard. I think you're doing good. Walker at left. So I think you're much better at your offensive line, and you have more depth.
Again, on YouTube, Rodgers beyond washed. Washed up, I assume. And I just bring that up as one comment. There are others. But how did you think Aaron Rodgers played?
I thought he played pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the difference of the Packers had a significantly greater rush.
Right.
their receivers are such that it seems like everything they do is short, and their players were no way as wide open as the Packer receivers were. I thought late in the game he was jumpy. Mm-hmm. If I was to be rude, I'd say he was just afraid to throw an interception, but maybe he always is. But they made some reference to it, but that the as you alluded to, they were moving Parsons around, but he seemed just a little jumpy. But
when the pass rush gets to you, you'll be a little jumpy.
Do you think he's beyond washed? There was a story that he might play after this year, and I said, you play again until you get hurt. That's what tends to end it.
Mm-hmm. And now his Achilles look a lot better than what it was, moving around a little bit better. Yeah, no, he's not washed. He's not washed.
But he's old.
But Homer, if you would start a list of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL, would he be 10?
Would he be number 10? People say this, and I think they say it just to be nice to someone. But this time, this is a great question. I think yes. I think he would be.
I think he would be. If you start doing 10 quarterbacks and you get to number 10, I think you have a hard time not having Rodgers at 10.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got Mahomes, you got Josh Allen, right?
Right.
I mean, you got some givens, right? Just guys that are playing.
All right, we have one final from YouTube before we get. I would say your final thought, but you don't like that, or if there's something else you feel like you need to say.
Final thought. I gave you my final. Every time I talked to you, it's final.
Your first thought is your final thought, right? It's the best thought.
Thank you.
Here I want to mention, somebody says, for the last 2 seasons, the Green Bay Packers are a perfect 4-0 in the winter warning uniforms. I have no comment about the uniforms today because I don't care about uniforms. They are not uniforms anymore. They are costumes. So no one should ever be offended by what it is because you're holding it to a standard that no longer exists. They clearly, in all sports, want to provide as many costumes as possible because more options for costumes means that people purchase more of those costumes.
Right.
But I will let the Institute look and crunch the numbers, but I believe the second half in this game against Pittsburgh was the most impressive half of the season for the Green Bay Packers.
All right, buddy.
I don't know that you're willing to agree.
I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and go with that.
What are you gonna go with? You're gonna go with how great you believe Jordan Love played.
That's it. Yeah. That's where I'm at.
Were you? I know you always comment about you guys, but is you people correct? Let's not be sexist. You people, did he do anything today that surprised you? Or you would say, Homer, I know Jordan Love has this within him. Nobody necessarily plays at this level every game, and no one does. But he didn't do anything that I didn't think he was capable of. Would that be accurate, or did he?
That would be accurate statement. Okay. It's in there, and he's better. He's only going to get better.
Right.
He's only going to get better. Yeah.
Even watching today, you want us to know he's only going to get better. There are going to be more games like this.
Right. He's only get better.
Gary Ellerson will be on tomorrow. Excuse me, I did it wrong again. Later today, 6 p.m. with Greg Matzik. And by then, I know one thing. You will not have changed.
What's that, buddy?
You'll be the same as you are now. Homer, slow down. But your hope always is by Monday night, people may have calmed down again and looked at things. Yes, people. You people have calmed down and looked at things a little bit more appropriate for a long NFL season. Thanks, Gary.
Yes. All right, buddy.
Gary Ellerson, again, 6 to 8 tonight at Potawatomi with Greg Matzik. Jason Wilde, next.
We're back with Green Bay Game Night after this on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Now's the time to plan your total experience getaway to the Island Resort and Casino. With over 450 hotel rooms and a luxurious spa, relax in style before diving into non-stop casino action. Watch your favorite teams on the big screens and enjoy great food and drinks at T. McSee's Sports Bar, or savor top-tier dining at Horizon Steakhouse. Then amp up your night with live music and comedy. Head to where the big game, big wins, and big fun come together. The Island Resort and Casino.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. By choosing them, you're choosing a center focused on providing specialized care tailored to your needs. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free.
And their prices are more affordable than urgent care or the ER. And they'll send a full report to your primary care doctor. Why wait at the ER? Walk in to Ortho ASAP for faster, more affordable care.
Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9.
Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at accutransgroup.com. Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. You're listening to Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
It is actually Green Bay game morning, but Window Nation, want to mention them. I like them, but 90% customer satisfaction. That means the people who've worked with them like them, which is more important than me. They can install in one day depending on the size of the job. Yes, my advice about Window Nation always starts with they can do it now, right now. This October, eliminate chili drafts for good with Window Nation. That's why you want it done right now, given where we're at. Right now, when you buy 2 replacement windows, you get 2 for free, plus pay nothing for 2 whole years. Sale ends October the 31st, end of the month. Got about, 4 days left, somewhere around there. Schedule your free estimate now at windownation.com. Windownation.com. You're not doing it right, and you won't get it done right now if you don't go with Window Nation. Packers, the most impressive half of the season, 28-3 at one point, the whooping they put on the Pittsburgh Steelers, but don't know if Jason Wilde thinks that, and always want to know what his thoughts are, whether it's Green Bay game night or Green Bay game morning. Jason, take it away.
Yes, good morning, Falcon. So I think, first of all, it was they were magnificent in the second half. I mean, as terrible as they were defensively in the first half, they had 3 3-and-outs offensively. I mean, they were not good. I think I'd have to ask Will, but I think the kids would say they were cheeks. I'm learning that phrase. So
what? They were what?
Cheeks. Yeah, cheeks. Like I think that refers to like butt cheeks. But
it's accurate.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard people say.
Well, again, don't get hung up on that because I want to get to something that people think.
Okay, you're right.
That you were stupid. That you were stupid for saying. And I'm going to defend you. I saw this, and I've seen it a couple times. No one ever tags you when they say this, but I saw it again tonight. Somebody reposted some Next Gen Stats thing with the phrase, can't trust him. Because you had said after the Cleveland game, after he threw that interception, that you can't trust him late in the game. Mm-hmm. And what I would say, and there's an old saying in the NFL, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're never staying the same. I mean, what he has done over the course of the last 3 games is grow by leaps and bounds toward being the player that all these Packers fans that don't want him to be criticized believe that he is, but he is actually shown to be that person. And here's what I mean. You know, the interception against Cleveland, I don't care if people want to excuse it and say that LaFleur should have run the ball and all this other stuff. Again, one of the things that I like about Jordan, although I did see Aaron Rodgers, and I'm quoting here after the game, which I found encouraging. He was asked, how do you describe your emotions? He said, disappointed that I didn't play better, that we didn't play better, especially in the second half. And then later on, he acknowledges, I wasn't accurate enough on third down. They went 1 for 10 on third down. They're bad. But what I like about Jordan is he owns it when he doesn't get the job done. And he owned that interception. He owned the check down to Emmanuel Wilson that squandered all that time, and then the dawdling they did after it in the final seconds of that overtime tie with the Dallas Cowboys. Those were 2 moments that he showed that he isn't the Aaron Rodgers MVP Super Bowl champ type quarterback yet. But what I love about him is that in the last 3 games, he has shown reasons that you can trust him late in games. And my point is that when you said what you did, for all the people that want to, take pot shots, it was deserved. Like you can't make that mistake in a game against a not very good team, and essentially, I don't care if it's a stupid call by your coach or your play caller, and I don't care if it was a great play by Grant Delpit, the safety for the Browns. It's a killer mistake. And what I love about Love is that since then, think about it. Think back to the Bengals game. He makes a huge, huge throw on the move, hitting Matthew Golden late in the Bengals game, that they don't win the game if he doesn't make that throw. Then last week, they decide to go for it on 4th and 2. He's got that look of disdain on his face that convinces Matt LaFleur to do what he really wanted to do all along and had chickened out on, and that is go for it. He makes a big league throw to Tucker Kraft in a game where they had not led all game long until they finally take the lead after that pass, and then Josh Jacobs running in for the touchdown. And then tonight, I mean, he would tell you he wasn't very good in the first half. But what did he do about it? And that's the point, is that, you can say that, well, not saying you don't trust him, that was a bridge too far. I don't know about that. What I do know is that when you do something poorly, or you make a mistake, or you have a poor performance, what I want to see is, what do you do after that? What do you prove to me that you're made of? And tonight, I mean, the dude completed 20 passes in a row. And yes, some of them are check it down and let the guy that you're throwing the ball to do something with it. And Tucker Kraft did a hell of a lot with it. But that's how this offense is designed. This isn't 1985 or 1983. You're not Lynn Dickey chucking it down the field to Jefferson and Lofton. This is how I thought he was magnificent tonight. And so, again, he is on a journey, right? I remember when Rodgers talked to us about the hero's journey that McCarthy had sprung upon them at one point. This is a journey, and he's 40 starts into his journey, and he was better than the guy that he apprenticed behind for 3 years tonight. He just was. Now, does he have better players? Was he better protected? Sure, those things are part of it too. But he was really, really good in the second half, and really he was fine on the opening drive. Obviously, he makes some plays. The throw, like, everyone's going to forget about this, but Collinsworth made a great point, and not just because I was thinking the same thing. He was like not quite the old submarine closer for the Royals, Dan Quisenberry. He didn't throw it underhand, but he sidearmed that ball that T.J. Watt should have. If he throws it normally, he might intercept it and return it for a touchdown. So even little things like that, and then the big things are the throws that he makes later. I just thought he was really, really, really good and deserves a ton of credit for how good he was. And by the way, admitted after the game, my other favorite thing about him is that he doesn't really have and I don't know why he's this way, but he doesn't have that kind of, I can fake it through an answer and not really answer it directly and make people think that I gave him an answer. People like me who then get back and listen to the tape and think, oh, that's not nearly as good of an answer as I thought it was in real time. But somebody asked him after the game if there was added pressure coming into this game and facing Rodgers, and the first three words out of his mouth were, yeah, for sure. As opposed to say, no, I thought it was important to just treat it like another game, and I wasn't going to worry about it being against Aaron. That's an added level of pressure, he said. And he knew that the game was going to be hyped up. And so I just thought, for a guy in a situation that the moment could have been too big for him, he was far bigger than the moment.
Yeah, I think in reality, it's easier to say this after that game. I mean, anybody who wanted to use this game as an assessment of Rodgers and Jordan Love, it couldn't have gone any better unless Rodgers would have thrown 3 interceptions.
No, I mean, look, the Steelers, I mean,
their defense is horrible.
Their defense is not very good for what they paid in that secondary. I mean, I forgot they had Darius Slay. I mean, Joey Porter's kid is a decent player, but Jalen Ramsey isn't a stud anymore like he used to be. Their pass rush is great. I mean, those guys are all really good, and the Packers had a great game plan. Love executed, and then I do want to ask LaFleur the one. Again, it depends on your perspective, but the 2 balls that he kind of throws up, right? The one to Kraft and the one to Watson. Like, are those graded as like plus plays but minus decisions? Are those decisions that LaFleur likes? Like that, I do want to know, because those were definitely risky, and they both worked out. And if they don't work out, I think they probably still win the game. but those were enormous plays in the game. One goes for 59 yards, one goes for 33, sets up a touchdown. Like, those are pretty bold throws. And the one, I mean, he's got a guy cleaning his clock as he throws it. So I just thought, you know, and I think I was just finishing my game story, and I think this could be a moment that we look back on years from now, and if he becomes the latest in the line of succession, and he is, you know, an MVP candidate, and he gets them to an NFC title game or to a Super Bowl or wins a Super Bowl, that we're going to look back on this and say, you know, this was a seminal moment in his journey. But, you know, other than, as of right now, it was just a really great night by a really good young and growing quarterback.
All right, let's address the Packers' biggest concern, cornerback.
Yeah, I thought it was fascinating that because I was the one who asked Hafley about Hobbs, and like, I mean, he delivered this incredible like vote of confidence, which, you know, the good news for Luke Fickell is that he didn't get a similar one and then get the treatment that Nate Hobbs got. I mean, they benched him. They did. And he wasn't very good last week. And I'm not saying he didn't deserve to be benched, but, you know, after the way both LaFleur and Hafley, you know, delivered these, you know, eloquent speeches.
Yeah, so that means they benched Nixon this week?
No, look, Nixon had a terrible first half. There's no denying that. I mean, and on top of the issues he had at corner, he also muffed a punt. I mean, he's not a punt returner. He was a very good kick returner, but he just does not. Punt returns are not his bag. So now, you know, they continue to experiment. Now they got, you know, Dobbs back there again, which, again, my personality is to worry, and you got a guy with a guardian cap back there doing a job that tends to get guys whacked pretty hard. So I don't know what they're going to do there. Don't understand why they kept Mecole Hardman around for as long as they did, and they still just are throwing stuff against the wall right now in terms of that part of the return game. Maybe they should let Bo Melton do those too. Like, at least Bo Melton is consistent and secure with the football. But yeah, he had a terrible night. I didn't think he was, you know, I don't, if we're comparing terrible performances, I would say Hobbs was worse by a nose. But yeah, it was bad. And, you know, Carrington Valentine, I thought, played pretty well until that last touchdown, which, you know, that's pretty close. That's a bang-bang play where he almost breaks it up. But yeah, look, this is kind of what we talked about all along. And then they went and got Micah Parsons, and it covered up a lot of ills. But, like, kind of looked at them and said, okay, if they get a pass rush, they'll be fine. If they don't, I'm not sure these guys can cover the way they need to cover, right? So, you know, that is, if you want to leave here with a concern, your concern is, once again, some challenges in coverage in the secondary, and then the fact that they brought back their veteran kicker, and he comes up short on a 57-yarder, and he hooks a 44-yarder, while Lucas Haversick is in street clothes. Maybe it would have been better off to let him rest another week, because it did look like, with all the kicking off and everything else, he was pretty, his leg was not 100%.
Well, but they don't really have any options at cornerback. They're not going to pick someone up before the trading deadline, right? They got their.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what's weird, the weirdest thing about all this is that Eric Stokes he was never very good here. He had like a pretty good stretch at the end of the 21 season, his rookie season, when he was the first-round pick. But now, statistically, according to Pro Football Focus, he's having one of the best seasons of any corner in the league. And the Packers, the Raiders paid him nothing. Like, he's a bargain player there. And for whatever reason, the problem is that everybody needs cover guys. So you can't go into the trade deadline thinking you can solve that, because if a guy can cover, teams aren't letting him go. And that's where the Packers are at.
All right. Well, do we just assume the backup kicker is going to hang around for another week, right?
Yeah, I assume so. Like, again, I think it's noteworthy that in a scenario where they had to create a roster spot so they could get Christian Watson onto the team, they did not cut him. So either it's probably both if we're being honest, but either they, feel like he's got trade value and they want to keep him in the mix so they can maybe get something for him, or they are worried that McManus wasn't quite ready, so they cut Ben Sims instead. But, I said this to the guys on Green Bay game day, like, for those of us that are not cheering for the team, but for making things interesting and for storylines, like, him missing 2 kicks while the other guy hasn't missed yet, certainly made things more interesting tonight, that's for sure.
All right. As we always do it, the post-game injury report presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com today for info. Zach Tom's always hurt, or what's any injury update?
He came back.
I know, but he's still hurt, right?
So that was good. He's got this core muscle oblique injury that is, it's not going to get better with him playing. And if you get twisted wrong or hit the ground wrong or get run into wrong, it's going to hurt a lot. So, it was certainly a problem, but like, he went out, Kraft scores a touchdown on the very next play, and then Zach Tom's back for the next series, immediately for the first play of the next series. So he missed 1 play. So that's good, right? That's good news. Beyond that, I don't think they had any injuries. Like, all the injuries were to the Steelers. They had a bunch of guys go out.
Yep.
So that's the good news.
Do you think differently of the Packers as I do after the second half performance? Because I believe it was the Packer team that existed in the first 2 weeks. Another score at the end of the game that was changed, really, the whooping they put on them. If the Packers don't make the NFC Championship game, it will be a disappointing season. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I'm not going to make any grand pronouncements off of this. I thought they were awesome in the second half.
Okay.
I think the defense stepped up. I mean, they get that late touchdown, but really kind of the Homer rule of changing the score. It's not 35-25. It's 35-19. And like you said,
28-3. Man.
Yeah, that's the math. So I don't know if I'm ready to do any crowning, but it's been an interesting roller coaster for them this season.
Yeah.
Right, where we think they're they look invincible for 2 weeks, then they look like Superman when Lex Luthor opens up that trunk and it's got the kryptonite inside. And then they start to kind of figure things out again and recover. And then tonight, again, let's remember the first half was crappy.
Yep.
Don't forget that. But I would say that the second half, they looked like the team that we thought they were after the first 2 games. And they took a detour before they got there. But I think this has been coming now for the last couple of weeks.
And to do it on the road is, to me, something of note. Hard to do that on the road, isn't it?
Well, I mean, they're what, 2-1-1 on the road.
No, but I mean, you're asking them. To me, what they did is more impressive than as much as the first two games because this is on the road. It's hard to stink in the first half. Then you just don't think Pittsburgh's any good.
Well, I don't think. I don't think Pittsburgh's very good. Secondly, this was not the most difficult road environment. Like, we hear about Renegade and how loud it was, but Aaron Rodgers admitted it. He had to use a silent count at home.
Oh.
And he's been on plenty of road games where Packers fans descended upon that place and were chanting, "Go Pat, go," while everybody else headed for the exits to get home, beat the traffic. Well, what happened tonight was Packers fans showed up in Pittsburgh, paid a pretty penny for tickets, and their former quarterback had to use a silent count in his home stadium, which he used to love to talk about how Packers fans would make opposing quarterbacks do that. Tonight he was that opposing quarterback. And again, that's not to discount the value of going on the road and winning. I'm not saying that. But this was not going into, I don't know, Detroit or Philly and not having a whole lot of people cheering for you. Like, the only thing that was missing was them doing the wave while Aaron Rodgers was on offense.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, Homer, take care. Be good.
Your show is 7.5 hours away. Jason Wilde, All Packers High. It is Green Bay game morning following Green Bay game night. The finish is next.
More Green Bay game night coming up on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
Why settle for just a job when you can have a career in the exciting automobile industry? I'm Deb Cruz, president of ADAM, the Auto Dealers Association of Mega Milwaukee. The 114-member new car dealers that make up ADAM have extremely desirable service technician, sales, administrative, and management positions available now, and new ones opening up every day. Whether you're just getting out of school or considering a career change, the salary and benefits are fantastic, and the potential for advancement is unlimited. The first word in career is car, and one of the best places to find a great career opportunity is at an ADAM member new car dealer. Live the life you've always imagined. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows.
Go to work happy when you go to work in the auto industry. For current great paying job opportunities, visit adam.com/jobs. That's ADAMM.com/jobs.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 24-pack Essential Everyday Spring Water, $3.99. 15 to 150 count selected varieties Solo Cups, plates, or bowls, $3.99. 13 to 22 ounce selected varieties Farm Rich Appetizers, $5.49. 14 to 16 ounce selected varieties Daisy Dips, Sour Cream, or Cottage Cheese, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh, no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, wow, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
From the baseball playoffs to regular season football, Prize Picks is the best way to win cash watching our favorite teams. Which players are going off? Which ones are overhyped? Well, make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks now offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. Prize Picks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app.
Download the PrizePicks app today and use that code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
This is Green Bay Game Night on ESPN Wisconsin and 620 WTMJ.
The Packers win 35-25, a stretch in the second half of 28-3. The win was even bigger than 10. A couple of numbers. Jordan Love, 29 of 37, 360 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Quarterback rating 134.2. Completed 20 passes in a row. The only Packer quarterback to ever do that would have been Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers, 24 of 36, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. His quarterback rating 101.5. The difference in the game was all in the passing. Green Bay rushing 94 yards. Pittsburgh rushing 93 yards. Again, passing, the difference was Green Bay 360 and Pittsburgh 202. Because Tucker Kraft, 7 catches, 143 yards. A tight end never does that. You might have one game, 1 catch, 20. 7 catches, 143 yards, 20.4 per catch. Christian Watson, 4 for 85. 21.3, and again, not creating a controversy because there is none, but Emmanuel Wilson, 11 carries, 61 yards, 3 catches, 26, so that's 14 touches for 87 yards. Josh Jacobs, 13 for 33 rushing. Jacobs receiving 3 for 12, so he had 16 touches for 45 yards. As far as the Packer defense, rare because it's almost always led by the linebackers. Not so. Xavier McKinney, 7 tackles, 6 were solo. I have already given the Packers a win over Carolina, so they are at 6-1-1, heading into the game 2 weeks from Monday when they will play at home against Philadelphia. Not saying how much they'll beat Carolina by. Someone else can do that, but I don't know how shocked I would have to say I'd be if they lost at home to Carolina. Yes, I know. Anything can happen in the NFL, but it doesn't happen as often as people want you to believe. Will always has something that has not been said or that he wants to leave us with. It doesn't matter if it's 10-6 or 132. This show finishing quicker than I thought, which is what happens when the Packers win. Had they lost this game, I think we had the potential for 3 a.m. Yes, Will.
I just have one stat for you. Tonight, Jordan Love completed 20-plus consecutive passes, threw for 350-plus yards, threw for 3-plus touchdowns, no turnovers, no sacks. No other quarterback in NFL history has done all of that in the same game.
Nice. A bit manufactured, you must say.
The 20-plus consecutive passes. That's
right.
Rare in itself.
How many times has any quarterback done 20 straight passes in a game?
Very seldom.
Very seldom. So all the other stuff.
I got another one. Tucker Kraft, First tight end since the merger with 300-plus receiving yards and 4-plus receiving touchdowns in the first 6 games of the season.
Again, in the first 6 games. Come on. I would like to know how many tight ends have ever had 7 for 143 in a game. I don't know. To me, the average is insane for a tight end. How many tight ends in the history of the NFL have had 7 catches in a game and averaged more than 20 yards per catch? Yeah.
Not a lot.
Now that one, and I don't have to say in the first 6 games or whatever, 143, that's like what Christian Watson would have. He was 4 for 85, 21. Tucker Kraft had the per-catch average about the same as Watson, and I would emphasize, the key is he did it with 7 catches. I'm not sure a tight end. Who would we look? Tony Gonzalez?
Yeah, Antonio Gates, something like that.
Somebody like that. A game of 7 catches in a game in which he averaged over 20 yards per catch. The Institute go to work. Packers win 35-25. The record, not in the homer standings, but the record is now 5-1-1. Carolina is next. That will be a noon start, which means the show will not be on at 1:35 in the morning as it is right now. 3 a.m. I thought was possible, but it would have required a loss, and we're all better off not going till 3, and most importantly, not having a loss. Just remember, 28-3 was the stretch in the second half, meaning I won't use that stupid thing, complimentary football. They dominated offensively, which is understandable because Pittsburgh stinks. Someone else had this wrong. Pittsburgh's worst in the league in yards passing given up per game.
Yeah, 32nd.
Number one. They're the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
Worse than the Cowboys, who have been notoriously horrible.
Hard to believe.
Giving up points.
So for the offense to bounce back, fine. For the defense to be as impressive in the second half, to me, is even more incredible because they gave up 16. And, yes, they prevented Pittsburgh from getting into the end zone, which would be a clear, important factor for the game. But 28-3. It was 3-and-out, then a fumble, then other than that final touchdown at the end. Packers win, yes.
They scored every single drive in the second half, too, the offense did.
Yep. Which is impressive when most of that touchdowns. Pittsburgh scored a lot in the first half, but they needed their kicker. By the way, I think I might have had him on my fantasy team.
He was good for at least 20 points. I know that.
Let's see. Last week I had 150 points and lost. How often does that happen?
About as often as a guy with 20 straight completions in a game.
Not, I think more than that. Now all of a sudden the computer is locked up and no one needs to wait. I can look it up after the show is over. ESPN Morning National is next.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we do more than close deals. We serve with gratitude